Welcome to the SEO.co Search Engine Optimization Podcast. Digital marketing essentials and next level tactics. From offsite and on-site optimization to persuasive selling and everything in between. You'll learn actionable tips on what it takes to outright and outrank your competition. Now, here's your host, Timothy Carter.
Thanks for joining me on the podcast. Today's topic, 7 ways to boost conversions with better copy. Conversions are one of the most important considerations for an online marketing strategy. No matter how much traffic you receive to your website or how prominent your brand becomes, your profitability will still be limited by the number of people who convert, usually either by buying a product or becoming a lead by filling out a contact form. Design is a major variable in determining your ultimate conversion rate. Simple adjustments to your coloration, layout, fonts, and placement can have a massive effect on how people interact with your brand and your calls to action. However, your copy, the writing surrounding your CTA, can be just as powerful, if not more so. So here are 7 ways you can boost your conversion rates with better copy. First, you can make your headline shorter and more concise. Simplify your headline. Users' attention spans are at an all-time low, so you need to use as few words as possible to grab their attention. Save that flowery text and get right to the point, speaking as clearly and as bluntly as possible. Most users will appreciate you forgoing the traditional hype-based descriptors and will be able to tell sooner whether or not they're actually interested in what you're selling. Try writing a few headlines, then cut them down word by word until you get them to a more suitable length. Number 2, sell less and describe more. When most people attempt to write copy to increase conversions, they go into sell mode, trying to pitch the product and push it on to customers. This type of forceful, deliberately persuasive messaging may seem convincing on the surface, but most users have seen enough advertising in their lives to naturally distrust such attempts. Instead of going this route, focus on merely describing your product or solution. Use bullet points and numbered lists to detail what users are getting in plain, clear terms. The more direct and honest you are, the better. Number 3, focus on those benefits and takeaways. Really, that should be the focus of your main offer. For example, instead of describing your product as operating twice as fast as your competitors, describe it as saving you twice as much time as the competing product. Instead of explaining how your service, optimizes a website for search engines, describe how it earns more traffic from search engines. This is a subtle distinction, but it forces readers to think about the benefits they're actually going to get. Show off your personality. Don't get so wrapped up in writing perfect copy that you forget about your brand voice. It's vital to show off your personality in the span of your text, even if you have a small space to work with, because users are far more likely to trust a brand that seems more welcoming and personable. For example, if your brand is casual and informal, you could spend some time making jokes about your industry or injecting your benefits with a hint of levity. Number 5, imply urgency. A big reason for lost conversions is a form of extended procrastination. People find a reason not to convert immediately, thinking perhaps they'll do it later, but they never end up coming back. To fight against this, use your copy to imply a sense of urgency about the transaction at hand. This can be something simple like requesting that a user call now, or something more specific like stating there are a limited number of seats available and they're filling up fast. Number 6, let others do writing. Sometimes the best way to write is to let other people do the writing for you. People have a tendency to trust other people far more than they trust the corporate brands. So use that to your advantage by letting your customers write reviews and testimonials about your services and including them as a part of your landing page or your CTA. Even if the words aren't as clean or optimized as your headline copy, they'll be seen as more sincere and trustworthy because they come from real people. There's no way to mimic that level of social proof. So if you can, include at least a few blurbs from your existing or past customers. And then the seventh way to boost your conversions with better copy is to test and retest. Understand that, while there are some best practices when it comes to copy, conversion optimization can be unpredictable. The only way to reliably improve, your conversion rates is to experiment, trying something entirely novel, then testing to see, if it gives you an improvement. Stage A/B tests on an ongoing basis and trying out new copy regularly and maintaining a mindset that your conversion rates can always be better. If you measure everything, the differences will be clear. With these strategies in place, you'll be able to optimize the text around almost any potential conversion opportunity and maximize the rate at which your traffic becomes a valuable stream of customers. It takes time and practice to earn the best results, but as long as you remain committed, you'll gradually improve your conversion rate and increase the ROI of your campaign. And that's it for today's episode. If you want some help on improving your conversion rate and increasing the ROI of your marketing campaigns, come on over to SEO.co and schedule some time for a free consultation. Learn how we can help you scale your ability to outwrite and outrank your competition.
Thank you for joining us on the SEO.co podcast. We appreciate your time. Be sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the show and visit SEO.co for more resources based on today's topic, as well as access to more podcast episodes to help you improve your site's long-term SEO success.